Well, Georgia Simmerling competed in 4 Olympic Games and 3 different sports for Team Canada. Now she runs AG Sports, a marketing and management agency that focuses on female athletes. And she joins me now from Calgary, from what looks like your car. Welcome. So,
Thank you for
talk,
having me.
sure. Talk to me about your reaction to the Kamila Valieva performance when she broke down. Obviously, she fell. The pressure seemed to get to her. What was your reaction as a female athlete and someone so concerned about the female role, the role that females and women play in sports?
Yeah, I think it was tragic. Truly, I think, she's a minor. I think we all have to recognize that and understand that. And I really don't, this is so much bigger than herself. There are so many more people involved, and it's saddening. As an athlete myself, for close to 2 decades, competing on the world stage, I prided myself on being a clean athlete, and following the rules as an athlete, and following the rules, as a country. And when athletes break the rules, they eventually are penalized, and they're sanctioned, whether it's doping scandals or doping violations or whatever it may be. And I think what's so disheartening and sad and frustrating is the fact that we saw something like this take place in 2014 in the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. And the documentary Icarus came out, and I was competing in those games, and that was eerily close to home for me to watch that documentary and say and think to myself, I was there while this was going on. This deep rooted corruption, really, from the Russian Federation. And I guess ignorance, really, like, we thought, one could think, the Western world, that would be taken into hands and be changed, and it clearly has not. And I think it's just so much bigger than we actually think, and I hope justice is served.
So it sounds to me like you don't believe she should have been allowed to compete in that second event.
She was tested positive for an illegal substance. What do I
Mhm.
think should have been competing? No, but it's so much bigger than her. I think that's where the frustration for
Yeah.
people, for
Yeah.
countries, for athletes that have been clean their entire careers. The Olympic movement, it's based off, friendship, respect, equality, and that's just clearly not there right now.
So, what about her age? Someone has to give her this banned drug. Her coach was criticized for immediately criticizing her performance. Obviously, the girl herself knew that she messed up. She didn't need someone to tell her. But does someone who's 15 get a pass? I mean, you're still a kid. You're not 12, but you're still a child technically.
No, I don't think she gets a pass. You're competing on the world stage. You're an Olympic athlete. You have to be clean. I think it's as clear and simple as that. Again, it's so much bigger than Camilla as an athlete, and I think that's what needs to be investigated.
And do you agree with the idea that perhaps the minimum age for competing should be raised? That's been floated to 17, and that way you don't ever confront this issue anymore. 17, pretty much almost an adult, and you know what you're doing. So you don't have this gray area here.
I think that's definitely up for questioning, for sure. I think at the end of the day, Icarus, that documentary stated that this has been going on since the 1980s, or probably earlier, in Russia. So, I don't think it's actually going to solve much. It would solve, I think, the fact that we're pointing fingers at a minor, and that could be addressed. But I think it's so deeply rooted into the country of Russia, that's where things need to be, need to be solved. Athletes, I believe it was athletes that had been tested positive prior to, it was after the 2014 games, so the 2016 Olympics that I
Yeah.
competed in as a summer athlete, were told that they weren't allowed to go. But there were athletes that were competing in 2016 that had tested positive in years previous. The rules just weren't clear.
So you've said several times this is much bigger than this one individual athlete, this one event, and this one sport. What needs to happen, in your opinion, now to
I
try
mean,
to make this a cleaner competition for everyone?
That's a great question, and I will be the first to say I am no expert in this.
Hmm.
I think an investigation of outside of the IOC, outside of the Russian Federation, needs to take place, and it needs to happen now. I feel so sad and frustrated for the athletes that don't get their medal ceremony and don't get to receive their medals because of this. That takes a lot away from them as athletes that have become Olympic champions and Olympic
Yeah.
medalists. That there's the amount of athletes that reach the Olympic podium is the percentage is so small around the world, and they're not the only ones that step on that podium. There are hundreds of people that are behind them, their family, their support network, their sponsors, and they are the ones also suffering because it comes down to marketability. And if you're not receiving a photo on that Olympic podium, that's saying a lot, and that takes a lot out of your performance.
Yeah, and your future earning potential as well, endorsements, the rest of it.
Completely.
Yeah. Georgia Simmerling, thanks so much for joining us from Calgary. Really appreciate it.